what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bruna, and today is Foundation Friday. Now, if you guys love Foundation Friday and you're a fan of foundations and you want to know a lot of things about foundation, go ahead and subscribe to my channel where every Friday I upload a video talking about foundations. It could be doing a new foundation routine. It could be doing a new foundation routine. It could be trying out the latest popular on-trend foundation in the market. Believe it or not, foundations have trends. It could be testing out a hack. It could be anything that relates to foundations. Don't forget to turn on the subscription button, turn on the notifications, comment and like down below. If you comment down below any requests or any tips that you can share with me regarding foundation will be amazing. We love conversation down below, so don't forget to do that. Today I wanted to welcome a new series on my channel, which is called This or That. This or That. So the reason why this or that, it's not really original, it's actually pretty cliche. I just found myself in the drugstore looking at foundations and thinking this or that. When you walk into the drugstore aisle, you see so much products, and sometimes, I don't know if you guys have this, but I have this. Should I go with this or should I go with that? And I kind of stand in the drugstore lane and I'm like, this or that, this or that. And I just was thinking to myself, you know what? I should test these products out close to each other and then make my personal opinion on what I feel I should prefer or I want or recommend, which one worked better to me. Now I want you guys to know reviews and all these reviews that I do all the time, they are very personal based. I will always be 100% honest on what I find because honesty is key to me. Honesty is like blood to me because I always keep it honest. It's just I can't sleep at night if I'm not keeping it honest. But anyways, and now here I go verbally on honest and you're just like, is she really honest? Because you're like explaining it too much. But anyways, that's what I always do. So if you love one of these foundations more than the other, or you're a fan of one of these foundations and I offend you by not liking one of them, please don't come for me because I'm just here having fun. Today I'm going to be comparing these two foundations right here. They're two foundations in the drugstore that you can often find in the drugstore. The Wet n Wild foundation and the matte poreless foundation. Now why I am doing this for that is because they're both drugstore foundations. They're both in a really good price range. They're similar in range. I think Wet n Wild is $6 and Maybelline is $7. So they're about $1 apart. So I was like, okay, if I was a girl shopping, I would think which one would I go with? Because it gets confusing, right? So why not shut down the confusion and try them both out? So I'm going to try this side. I'm going to do the Maybelline foundation. And on this side, I'm going to do the Wet n Wild foundation. So let's look at the packaging. So if you were a girl in the thing, you would be looking at packaging, right? So on the Maybelline one, it's normal to oily. Let's assume the internet doesn't exist and you don't have your iPhone where you could like reference stuff, right? So this is how they're marketing. So this is normal to oily. It's matte poreless. And then if you look at the back, it's natural seamless finish. It mattifies and it just says fit me. So that's this. It's in a glass bottle, very similar packaging. This is just more of a rectangular. This is more of a square bottle. And this one, it's Photo Focus Wet n Wild. It gives you like a medium to dark thing, which I like because I like when it says medium to dark because I know I'm medium to dark. And this is more warm honey. It's like, am I really warm honey or am I beige honey or am I medium honey? Like it's very hard to tell by just that lettering. Just by that description, it's very hard to tell. But I love that they put medium to dark because I was automatically able to just pick up medium to dark. So the packaging, shopping wise, was pretty good for this one. And then it says it's a goodbye photo flashback. So this one for $6, it's going to promise that you're not going to have any photo flashback. And this one doesn't do any of those promises. This is just very basic. It's like, I'm a foundation and I'm here for you today. That's what this one's selling you. And this one's selling you that it's going to help eliminate white particle reflections. And that's basically what it says on the back. So that's what it says on the both back of them. So marketing is different. And then when we open up both of them, this one has this really pretty applicator, which is pretty cool. And this one is basic, which I do not like because you just have to like pour this. And I don't like this packaging from Maybelline. I wish it had a pump or even if it had something cool like this for an applicator. And this is like freaking only a $6 foundation, so why not? I went into the drugstore. I saw that this had way more color range, and you would be more able to find an exact color range to you in this brand with Maybelline. And with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, there was very limited colors. I think there was less than 20 in this shade, and then this one that was like about 30, 20. I know there was a lot. So I just feel like you'll be better off finding your true shade in this one. So when it came to shade range, I was very impressive with this one. I was kind of sad that they didn't have that many shade range in this one, but their marketing was a little bit better to me in finding my correct shade. And then this whole applicator is like amazing. Let's go into trying these on. I'm going to put this on to my right side of my face, which is Wet n Wild Focus. And then I'm going to put this one on to my left side of my face. With Wet n Wild, we're going to go ahead and take Wet n Wild, and we're just going to, I already have primers on my face, and we're just going to apply it right away. I'm going to tell you guys that I like how this little applicator applies foundation. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Real Techniques blender, beauty blender, and I'm just going to apply that on to my face. Now I'm going to tell you guys right away, this coverage isn't a lot. It's actually a nice, you know, light coverage. And I'm about to go to an event and I'm freaking testing foundation. This is how much I love my followers. So I'm going to say this much with color. With the color matching, it's not that bad. It actually matches me really good. I actually like how the finishing is on this foundation. It's nice. It's not super full coverage, even though, you know, you guys, I love the cake. But it still has a really nice texture to the skin. And it's like nice, you know, no makeup wearing look. Okay, so now on this side, I'm going to go ahead and use this Fit Me Poreless foundation, and I'm going to use shade Warm Honey. And obviously, this is not, oh, see, this is why we need an applicator, because you just pour in, it just so much falls out. So much. So I'm just going to go ahead, and you gotta get your hands dirty. So with this one, it's a little bit more cleaner. Okay, but this coverage on the Maybelline one is a lot better. So for $1 more, you would be getting a little bit. The Maybelline foundation definitely has way more coverage than the Wet n Wild one at first. But with the second layer, the Wet n Wild one ended up coming out just as good. I do like how the Wet n Wild one is drying, but I can't tell with the Maybelline one yet, because, you know, I just put it on. And you can also tell there is more of a white cast on this side of my face and less of a white cast on this side. So definitely those particles that that Wet n Wild talks about is definitely working. The technology is amazing. Okay, don't make fun of me, but I do need a bigger mirror. I'm gonna buy a bigger mirror. So right now, when I look at myself in the mirror, they look pretty much the same. But I'm going to say I do still like how the Wet n Wild is drying, because my pores just look so snatched and like they just look so good, and my skin looks really, really good. If I had to say about the color on both of them, I don't feel like the color matches me exact, and that's one of the biggest struggles with Drugstore foundation. I always have a hard time finding the exact shade that matches my neck as well, but you know, I can warm this up and make it work. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wear this for the rest of the day, and then I'm gonna test them out throughout the day and see how everything looks out, and then I will give you guys a final choice on this or that. Which one do I prefer more, my Maybelline or Wet n Wild? Hey guys, so it's about midnight. It's time for me to go to sleep. I'm so exhausted, but I wanted to do the check-in from 12-hour wears of the Wet n Wild is on this side and the Maybelline is on this side. So let's go in deep. Honestly, when I look at myself in the mirror, and even on camera, like if you look, this side looks more snatched. If you can't tell, it's okay. But camera will manipulate your skin. But in my mirror, to me, this side looks really nice. Like, see?
It just looks smoother and really nice. This side looks like it needs to be touched up. A lot of oil is already seeping through. You can see like gunked up stuff right there. A little breakup over here. Right here is some breakup. And then, yeah, it's just not as long of a wear. It definitely didn't wear that long. And this one looks so good still. Like, it looks flawless. Of course, some of it came off over here because I was wiping my face while I was eating. It just looks really good. Like, and if I had to say, comfortable wise, the Wet n Wild one feels way more comfortable. So I mean, I think a Wet n Wild one just looks so good still. Like, I've had this on for 12 hours and this foundation looks really good. Like, you could just tell this side looks tired already. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I feel like this side looks tired and it's all like, you know, just didn't last. And one is $7, so the Maybelline's $7, and then the Wet n Wild is $6. So it's like, $6 foundation performing better than $7 foundation. But yeah, the Wet n Wild ended up being way better. So if I had to pick one, this or that, I'm going for that. Wet n Wild is a winner. So if you're ever in the drugstore and you're wondering, which one should I get? Try out the Wet n Wild one. But if you're someone that can't find your shade range in Wet n Wild, which is such a shame in 2019, it's 2019, right? But anyways, Wet n Wild doesn't make enough of a color range for like deeper skin tones. I feel like I could have gotten a better color range too for myself. So definitely you can go in with a Maybelline foundation because it's still a really good foundation. It's not, you know, a horrible foundation. It's just we're testing which one's better. And for my skin, the Wet n Wild performed a lot more better, you know? Yeah, so you guys, if you're someone who can find your shade in their shade range, go with Wet n Wild. And if you can't, Maybelline Pro Matte is not that bad. It's actually pretty good. It looks really good still. It's not bad. I just think the staying power on the Maybelline Pro Matte isn't that great. So you know what I mean. But the Wet n Wild is popping. Okay, guys, so that was a Foundation Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment, and like, and everything down below. Also, you guys, this was a this or that series. Comment down below what else you want me to compare, and I will compare them for you. Just try to have them like similar price range, similar everything, or like, I don't know. This or that is fun. It's just like testing two products next to each other. I had a lot of fun with this one. So I will see you guys in my next video, and I love you so much. Bye.